So apparently Nintendo shot down a book that was supposed to be made by one of the primary translators or the localization expert for the most iconic game of all time. That, of course, is Earthbound. Now, Marcus Lidbrum, I can't even pronounce that guy's goddamn name. I probably nobody can pronounce my name either, so it's whatever. So, the guy pretty much said that, hey, I wanted to make this book. I asked Nintendo, I pitched it to them. They said, fuck no, get off our lawn, and that was pretty much it. So, this guy was responsible for a lot of the humor in the game because he had to literally translate it into the American audience so it can understand it. So, some of the humor and some of the jokes probably wasn't going to fly with most Americans, so they said, okay, let's change this around a little bit. Let's make it so that way some American guys and girls can understand this shit. So he went off and made it, and some people thought it was hilarious, so they kept it in the game, and that's how the humor is in there. Thanks to him. So yeah, got this entire premise of this title that it's one of those games that wasn't very popular at all. Nintendo probably did not even give a shit about this game for quite a while. It wasn't until much recently until Nintendo finally put an extra foot down and actually tried a little bit harder to get this game on their Wii U store because of permissions and all that shit. Even though Nintendo has no foot to stand on when it comes to permissions with this particular title, I guess. But they have no problem, of course, putting this character in Super Smash Bros. And everything else in between. And this, of course, I'm referring to NES. So, the game itself is by far our big cult following. It has a big cult following nowadays. It's just before it wasn't really heard of. Some people did know about it, they loved it, and they shared it probably on forum posts, on BBSs, started building out the momentum for this game's popularity. So people started playing it, see what the big fuss was about, got hooked to it, now the rest was history. Personally, myself, I played it not a couple hours, but at least I played a couple hours of it. I didn't think it was funny, but then I went through and completed it, and I was just kind of blank look on my face as to say, I don't really think this is that great. I mean, it's good, but not that great. So, at that point, I could see where people are probably really loving the game, but to me it's just not my cup of tea. So, you got this game here, Nintendo says no, and to me, quite frankly, I think that Nintendo should just probably say yes. I think so much so they should actually try to introduce something interesting for this publisher, because anything positive in publicity is a good publicity, even niche publicity. So, they should take this book and put it on an eShop app or some sort of thing people can download off the store, charge probably full price for it, obviously, because, not too many people are going to buy it, so that price range probably going to be fair, I suppose. So, pretty much Nintendo will be making bank on it for publishing it. Marcus will be making money off of it for getting it published. And people who have 3DSs and Wii U's will be able to download ebooks based off their favorite and popular games of all time. People actually writing down the development of games from Nintendo. People writing games from third-party supported games from Nintendo or by Nintendo exclusively for Nintendo. These love stories to the fans about how it was hard and it was gripping and we strived and it was really not that much striving, but practically pushing up to the top and getting themselves out there, such as Capcom, Konami, whatever else. Even on Konami, Jesus Christ, those guys were like fucking track stars back in the day. And same with Capcom, man. Those guys are just like pumping their muscles with insulin, let me tell you. So, anyway, I digress. This game should be written down as a book when it comes to the development-wise elements to the game. I think that, again, it should be done. Nintendo should just pick their heads out of their rectums and pretty much allow this to happen. I mean, Nintendo, again, is just being very protective of the intellectual properties recently, when in actuality they should spread out their legs a little bit more and be the big whores they need to be. Because if you don't open up your legs any longer, you ain't going to get no service. If you get no service, you're going to be having blue balls, Nintendo. Come on now. That's all I see about it. So, alright. Take it easy, folks. What do you guys think of this? And see you later.